fourth wall.
Greetings and salutations, everyone. Welcome to the Dirt Sheet Radio Raw Post-Show Rewind for July the 29th, 2024. Excuse me, I am Tyler, the pro wrestling hipster, here as always on Monday nights with...
Your boy Caesar hanging out here. I am the NoobTube or at NoobTube on the social media platforms, hanging out with this gentleman who is one of the members of our show to sit down and discuss Monday Night Raw, one of the four names, but we're going to discuss that as we get there. First of all, let's show some love to our four-legged friend here.
Oh, it's little Molly Holly for those of you that don't know. She is always here with us on Monday nights, and somehow she sleeps through all the noise and commotion and jubilation and general, raucousness that we have here on Monday nights. But guys, we're not here to talk about Molly. As much as I'd love to talk about Molly, we can talk about Molly a lot, but we're here to talk about Monday Night Raw. But before we get into tonight's main event of the Go Home edition of Raw, I want to give a shout out to our partner on the web, comicbookclick.com. That is comicbookclick.com/dirtsheetradio. Go check it out, guys. Lots of fun articles, live updates for wrestling shows, good
Don't do it now, though.
Pop culture, entertainment, professional wrestling. Yeah, Caesar's right. Wait until after the show. Unless you're good at multitasking, then go do it. But if you're like me and you can really, walk and chew, maybe, then just wait till the show's done, then go check it out. But while you're there on comicbookclick.com/dirtsheetradio, check out our sponsor, NordVPN, where if you sign up for 1 year of NordVPN, you will get 72% off your first month. 72% off that first month. There's savings, folks. Go do it right now.
Stream, though. No, don't do it now.
After the stream. Yeah,
unless you can multitask.
Yeah, I can. NordVPN over on comicbookclick.com/dirtsheetradio.
3 tabs open
your
now.
homepage. It's my homepage. It's Caesar's homepage. We love it. It's not that we're legally obligated to make it our homepage.
But it is. That's 3 tabs open at once now.
That's a lot.
Ooh.
You only have 3, huh?
Well, like 9, but
9.
Try to be nice about it.
Okay. How many of those are incognito?
None, actually. Thank you.
Good.
I don't know how to spell that.
I respect it.
Game respects the game, Caesar.
Woo.
But guys, let's talk about it. It is Monday Night Raw. It is July the 29th. SummerSlam is this Saturday night, coming from Cleveland, just a couple hours north of Portland, Ohio, where I'm at. So,
just to clarify to the viewers who heard the mistake tonight, it's this Saturday, not Sunday. This Saturday.
Who said Sunday this time? Was it Gunther again?
Rhea
this time. Okay.
She was having some heat to heat, and then she looked at her heart.
No, it'll be Sunday in Australia, right?
Australia.
But guys, tonight's main event on Monday Night Raw was
something exciting.
Ring General Gunther taking on Finn Balor one-on-one. Pretty solid main event match here, which you would expect it to be. You'd expect it to be, pretty solid. But Gunther predictably picks up the win here in just about 12 minutes. It made the most sense. It would have really hurt Finn. That hurt Finn. It would have hurt Gunther pretty badly if he had lost to Finn here. Especially since they're trying to frame Gunther more as the heel going into this, which is probably why, there wasn't a lot of help from the Judgment Day during the course of the match. But Caesar, what do you think of tonight's main event and the brawl that ensued afterward between Damian Priest and the Ring General?
It was cool to see how things went down. They weren't rushing the match. They gave him what is it? How long was the match? 10 minutes? 15 minutes?
12. They were 12
minutes. There's certain matches on Raw you're kind of okay, let's get this the hell over with. I'm gonna fall asleep kind of moments. Whereas this one, it was more okay, it's going steady. They're not rushing again, like I said. And that picture that John posted a second right there, the neck.
It was nasty.
But the one actual gripe, if I may use that word, I had was by a certain point, it seemed like Gunther kept trying to put the headlock on the sleeper. like a lot. Maybe it was to try to get the match over with quicker because they had to do the final spot with all the interferences. Or
brother, have you ever seen a Gunther match? He's trying to kill Finn Balor. That's his goal.
Okay.
He's not. Yeah, no, that's actually what's happening.
Okay, that makes sense.
Okay.
I just thought I'd ask that question out loud because, like I said, some people you see in the business, they'll like repeat a move just to do it, but like John sums it up best. He's trying to murder somebody. Can we say that?
Yeah, with him, I think it's more of kind of the psychology of, you know, the equivalent of working a body part. You know, like he's working the neck and chest region, and he's going to put you down.
Dude, the size that Gunther is compared to Finn, I don't think it would take very much. I really don't.
No, and you know it's believable. That it would be Gunther, just not in this particular scenario. But again, no, it was a good match. It was a solid match. It sets up, post-match, Gunther was going to lock that sleeper hold in again, and out comes Damian Priest to make the save for his buddy. And again, Priest very much the babyface here, going into SummerSlam this Saturday, not Sunday, this Saturday.
There were a couple spots that seemed like Damian went to hit Gunther with like a punch or something, and somebody missed. I don't know who, but it looked like they both just fell. I'm not gonna say botch. We're not gonna say that one, but it just seemed like he went to like swing, and then just they both fell. And I was like, okay, did I miss the memo? We're screwed up. Like, you know what I mean? But you know, the adrenaline's pumping. Like, I understand. They were just throwing everything.
The pay-per-view is Sunday. This is
Saturday.
Or Saturday.
Oh,
Rhea fucked us all up.
I mean the wrong kind.
This is the last probably chapter of the Judgment Day story before SummerSlam.
She looks so upset, guys.
While we're talking about this Finn Balor main event and everything like that, I figured we might as well just lump this part of the conversation into the Finn Balor thing. As much as we're gonna talk about those lovely Judgment Day segments on this incredible episode of Raw.
Hyperbole.
John says it was excitement.
What are we doing? What's going on with Finn Balor following this? He's taking a loss to Gunther, but clearly that's not the end. Clearly there's more for Balor and SummerSlam. Is this the night? Is he turning on Judgment Day, joining Liv? What's going on here?
I think that there is absolutely a reveal coming that he is with Liv. There have been little subtle tells all through this that, I mean, he had the key card weeks and weeks ago, even last week when they were on the hunt for Jey Uso backstage. And he basically set up Liv running into Dom. When he sent Dom the other direction, he went back towards Liv.
Wasn't there the one week when he showed up to the arena with Liv too?
They've also been seen walking out of rooms together in the background of Raw. I just imagine she's going to whip his shit out and put it and do things to it on the SummerSlam stage.
Bringing new meaning to the streaming service, Peacock.
This is Peacock, and let me show you guys something.
Peacock.
For sure they're gonna.
Do you remember years ago that lady who caused a stir on the internet because she was taking wildly sexually inappropriate signs to WWE shows? One of which, and I'm not going to say it. You know her?
I know her vaguely. We have mutuals because she's from New York City, and the New York City wrestling scene.
And she had the one of my favorite signs of all times that just said, "Face F me, Finn."
Yeah.
I have a picture of that saved somewhere in my
I hope it's in the sign.
I think you can find her on OnlyFans somewhere today.
Oh wow! All right. So shout out.
I would give the name, but I don't know. I know it's Felicia something, Rose or something. I'm sorry. I smoke too much weed. She is a friend of DSR. That's the good thing.
Oh my god, is that Nicola Rocco from Dynamite Show?
That is the famous Nicola Rocco.
Oh my god. Oh my God, it's Nick Rocco.
Crazy.
My hair is not ready for this.
Your hair is not ready for this. What the fuck does that mean? And I'm trying to thanks, Caesar. I'm trying to say fuck a lot less on air than I do, but now I've said it twice because of that. So
it's because of my superiority of stupidity.
Hey, Nick.
Hi.
But yeah. So main event. Oh man, this is, I will say this, even when Raw is a bit of a drag to get through, I always look forward to doing it because I get to do this show with my buddies.
That's a stupid shit.
Sometimes Raw's been rough the last few weeks, guys. I'm going to be completely honest. I try to be positive. I try to find, the silver in all of the linings. But these last few weeks have been kind of a drag, guys. I'm not going to lie about that. I'm going to be completely honest with you because I'm not going to lie to you guys. I love you all very much. But here's the thing. After SummerSlam, I'm really, really hoping that we can maybe work our way back up because things were going so well. And they've been going not so well.
You might think I'm a pervert for waiting for a live sex celebration, but in reality, I'm just waiting for something interesting. I'm sorry. WWE still hot as hell though. Basically sold out Bad Blood with no matches announced. So that's cool.
That's 18,000 people.
For the person that said this page is anti WWE.
Which I said we're not. I heard. You know what's funny? And as soon as that shit was coming out of my mouth, I thought that. I can't remember the person's name, but I even told him it's not. The page is not anti-WWE. There's a ton of positive coverage on this channel, especially when it comes to NXT.
Wasn't that on the Dynamite episode when someone said that?
No, this is today.
This was on the page today.
Oh, it's today.
We're not positive. We're not negative. We're truthful, and we're all different people. There's a ton of people that are part of this DSR community, and we all have our own opinions and thoughts on things, and we're gonna call stuff how we see it, and
you know how hard I try. Do you know, I could say so many things. I don't want to delve into JD from New York territory. I don't want to be that kind of content creator. So I don't spend my time ragging on whatever the fuck I don't like, especially when I see that other people enjoy it. I could say a lot of things about this fucking Liv Morgan storyline. I don't say it. Damn,
He's cooking.
I let everybody enjoy it the way they enjoy it. To say that it's anti-WWE makes me laugh because I know what I could say and I know what I don't say. So I'm just where is the anti-content? And you know what I think it is? the quote unquote anti-content is pro other things. That's all that anti-WWE is. If it's pro anything else, NXT, even fucking NXT. Look how nice we are to NXT here. God damn it.
You guys.
NXT is like my little baby. I love NXT. I don't say bad things about NXT at all.
You guys.
But and the comment itself was on a meme that I made of Pete Dunne wearing Hornswoggle's hat.
You shill. You anti-WWE shill. How dare you make Pete Dunne into a leprechaun?
I didn't put the shillelagh in his damn hand. I didn't do it.
Hey, John.
Hello, Bryant. What's
Bryant?
your question?
Brian Calloway.
While they post their question, WWE just showed us a picture of Finn's upper chest at post-match. Ooh.
Where's it at on their Twitter?
On their Twitter, WWE. But it's just bruised.
Yeah, I can imagine. We'll find it right now.
This is after the whole thing's over and after the settle on his chest, and that's
Rhea hello, Rhea.
That is Rhea Ripley's chest. That is not.
It's the wrong chest. Oh Jesus!
Oh my God!
Right?
God damn!
What a hug, Finn!
Look at his face. He's like, why?
I'm gonna give Finn a hug.
Okay, so basically, she said Dominic wanted nuggets from her. What does that mean? Well,
You know.
Well, Brian, if you have to ask that question, then I don't think that your parents would like me to answer it. But I'll just say that I love chicken nuggets. Chicken nuggets is my family. I would never betray chicken nuggets. Chicken nuggets are my friend.
He's all about the dip and sauces.
Fucking love. Only barbecue, actually. I'm a very plain guy. Yeah, you know what I do? I get the nuggets. I ask for them. I ask for them well done, though. That's the trick. Go to your McDonald's and tell them to give you your nuggets well done. They give you that crisp outside. It's awesome. A crisp outside barbecue dipping sauce. That's about as much nugget talk as you're gonna get from us, Brian.
Did you guys see the commercial about the nuggets that says like for a 6-piece you get 1 dipping sauce? Who does that? Right? Like I had like 6 dipping sauces.
Proper country buffalo sauce. I mean,
it's
butter and Frank's Red Hot mixed together. I mean, buffalo sauce.
Yeah, the secret's out. But anyways,
we are getting back on track to Monday Night Raw, guys. We are going off the damn rails here tonight. Apparently,
we never do that.
Every damn week we have a lot of fun here at DS, so that's why people watch us.
Follow our page now.
They're already
follow our page right now. You can do that. Go follow our page right now.
You don't need to be so threatening about it. Just do it for Finn, guys. Finn's chest needs the follows.
And then do it because you want to see Nick LaRocco on Wednesday.
That's right. These are my brother to the north. Anything else on tonight's main event, or shall we hop around to the start of the show as we
now hop around back to the start there, buddy.
We're going to hop around, pal. All right. Monday Night Raw came to us live from St. Paul, Minnesota at the Xcel Energy Center. Not like the spreadsheet, right? I'm assuming. God
Xcel.
Dang it, Seth.
Yo, Madonna wants her outfit back.
This is like if
Crisis, Mom
Beetlejuice worked at the Foot Locker.
I just want to smack him once in this outfit.
Twice. 3 times Rollins. All right, so
how much of a bet outside of wrestling he dresses like a casual?
I kind of I don't know what Colby does.
Don't mention his name.
Tyler Black. We'll call him Tyler Black then. But tonight's Raw did open up. Joe Hendry. Tonight's Raw opened up with Seth freaking Rollins making his way out to the ring. As
hope we hit
advertised.
Netflix. They dropped the freaking.
Yeah, it's gonna say fucking Seth fucking Rollins.
No, they'll say fudging.
Seth Fudge. I'd like that. That'd be great. But he comes out as advertised. He was gonna be laying down the rules for CM Punk and Drew McIntyre.
There was one thing that caught me off guard was like, unless I heard this wrong, they said that they can't touch each other, but someone else mentioned that if they touch Rollins is another stipulation.
Yep.
Was I tripping or that wasn't
Rollins? Rollins said that tonight. Yeah.
Okay, so I mean, show them tripping balls. That's all.
If they have any physical conflict between now and Saturday, the match is off. Or if they have any physical confrontation or conflict with Seth Rollins, the match will
what
also
if they
be
both
off.
Shit kick Rollins?
Then the match is off.
2v1 at SummerSlam.
We already established what that means. The match will be off.
Okay.
But
so go back to the
pretty good opening promo here. It's what you'd expect. It's Rollins, Punk, and McIntyre. These are 3 very good mic guys.
So
everyone's gonna deliver.
I got a question going. I know, shock and awe. We have questions here at DSR, which is pretty insane. So let's say from now until Saturday, somehow Punk, or even if not now, after SummerSlam's over and Punk gets hurt, what do you do with Drew and Seth? Just have them go with each other? Because
they've got a lot of issues still, I guess.
Okay.
So are you assuming Punk gets hurt at SummerSlam at this point?
I'm not gonna say what I've heard, but when you hear things, you kind of go.
What have you heard? What have you heard? You heard things? Have you heard things? What you hear?
Well, I'm not going to say where. I'm just going to say I've heard. But
ask where. I'm not going to ask for your sources. I just want to know what you heard.
Why'd you off with a New York accent?
I don't know. You heard things. All right, damn.
I know Punk's 40 something, and his injury record is not the best. It's he gets pushed over and he's 6 months out. So just basing it off that, I don't know.
Brother, that's not a conversation worth having. The guy's an old man, but it's a meme. It's a joke that he just gets hurt. It's bad luck, the things that happen to him. It's not really an actual thing to be concerned about. It's a non-factor, actually. He'll be okay.
That's all I'm hoping for
on Sunday. He will be okay. If you want to worry about him, worry about when they have to put him in that second match where they up the physicality in Atlanta.
Call him Karrion Kross pretty soon.
For now, CM Punk is fine. If you want to, if you have a question about Punk, I got a question about Punk. I caught the opening segment. I didn't get to catch most of Raw. I caught most of Raw. Missed the opening segment, but I caught clips, and I kept seeing CM Punk desperately trying to get the crowd to chant his name. He finally got them in the end, though, but that was quite embarrassing. What was that about? What was going on here?
He also slicked his hair back this week. Last week he did not do that, and after the internet shit all over his hair, not literally.
Oh yeah, the Grandpa Punk look that he had going on.
This week he was back to having it slicked back, so he heard y'all. He heard y'all. He paid attention.
No, this is funny. That was just a funny note I had. Nothing of real consequence.
All right, let's get back to the excitement part.
The setup for the match at SummerSlam. It's gonna be a good match. Looking forward to it. I will say, Drew, one line he said here that I really, really enjoyed, not just because it was heelish, but because it's one of those little things about wrestling I like them to bring up, consequence to matches. He said that in Cleveland, it's an arena show, and that makes him so much happier because he's going to get paid so much more money to do something he would do for free. And I love when heel wrestlers talk about the money they make from being in wrestling matches.
Yeah.
You assume that, like in a boxing or an MMA thing, the winner's purse would be greater. So he'd do it for free, but he gets paid to kick the shit out of CM Punk.
I will say that I am looking forward to this card. I'm just curious to see how everything goes down. That's what I'll say.
I saw people mention that Michael Cole referenced the Jack Perry picture. What did he say? I
didn't catch that. I didn't catch it.
Damn. I missed it.
I didn't have my coffee yet, so
I'm like, there's no way he said the word.
I heard that.
Jack
I read
Perry.
that. Like, I didn't know what the reference was exactly.
JP.
Oh god, there it is right there. Oh, okay. Let me see. I'll listen to it. I can't play the audio. Drew McIntyre were stirring things up this past weekend, bringing up some things from CM Punk's past. That's the line.
Okay, that's like about as vague as one can get about it. Like CM Punk has been a wrestler for a long time, and something from CM Punk's past could involve a lot of things.
Anything.
Maybe Drew McIntyre was hanging out with Raven this past weekend, and they're like, "Yeah, CM Punk's a real prick." Like,
hey, he could be hanging out with John Cena or something. You never know. There's a lot of
Raven CM Punk feud in Ring of Honor was awesome.
Legendary. I can actually. I once toyed with the idea of doing an early Ring of Honor podcast. Well, my Ring of Honor heart, so to speak, lives in, I guess, the golden years. 2006, 2009, or 2004 to 2009. I love early, gringy, dirty ass Ring of Honor. It's something so special about it. I toyed with the
when they had idea of small house shows kind of thing.
Oh, they're shot in like high school gymnasiums. The lighting's
so like
it was in the Philadelphia Rec Center. The first 12 shows were in the same fucking building.
The covers all looked like really low budget porn. Like it was.
Where do you think they got it from?
It was mind blowing, the wrestling that you saw on those dirty ass DVDs, though. Oh my gosh! And CM Punk was one of those wrestlers, one of those early Ring of Honor wrestlers. That son of a bitch. He hurts me every time he talks.
If we're talking about like earlier, like Ring of Honor, I don't know what year it's from, so don't quote me. Because my first actual experience with Ring of Honor, it wasn't the AEW Ring of Honor. It was like the actual Ring of Honor. And it was a match between, I think it was the Young Bucks and the Hardys. And it was a title match, ladders actually.
Oh, nice. I was there.
I don't remember what show it's from, but I watched the whole
Supercard
thing.
of Honor 2017.
Yeah, I was watching and my jaw was on the floor. I had to pause it sometimes because I was like, whoa. So hats off to those 4 gentlemen for that match, because damn. So that's my experience.
Ring of Honor put out
my first
years and
Ring
years
of
and
Honor.
years of quality content, guys.
That's all I've ever heard.
Yeah, but let's see if there been anything else on the opening promo segment tonight.
I'm so surprised they kept their cool, but they want to throw. No, I'm just saying, like, normally like shit would go down and then they're like, but nope, they kept it together. They held their own, and we'll see them on Saturday.
Right on. All right, so moving from there in the backstage region, they should have gotten a better lock on the clubhouse door, or maybe Liv still has a key. I don't know, but
it's under the rock at the front. Remember that?
Yeah.
I mean,
it's literally under an action figure of the Rock. That's the thing. But Liv presumably trashed the Judgment Day's clubhouse, spray painting things, busting up the console, breaking things. She's angry, guys. She's angry.
She sounds like an ex. That's what she sounds like.
Carlito was very concerned about replacing the damaged. I don't even know. Did they have a PS5 back there? Is that what they had, or is it?
I don't even know. Oh, it's Xbox, isn't it? I mean, like,
I'm leaning in. What am I looking at here? Is it the demon lunchbox? What am I supposed to be focused on?
I think he's just like showing the close up of things. That's all he's doing.
Honestly, I clicked it by accident at first, but then when you pointed it out, I have to. Someone is saying that not only did they not scratch out Finn Balor's face, but she actually just didn't touch anything of his at all. So that's entirely. I guess we can raise the chances to like 90%.
Yeah, that's fair. That is fair. Oh,
it's gotta wait. It's all we can do now, and it's gotta take time. And there's Molly beside you, and see what happens Saturday at the show. All right, so we're going to get into the first match on the card tonight. I mean, obviously, the first match we're talking about, we're talking about the main event, but the first match took place tonight on the card. You read the caption on that picture?
TOZAWA, I did not read the caption on that picture.
Seth Rollins.
Oh my God. Otis and TOZAWA with Maxine Dupree taking on the Creed brothers with Chad Gable. The Creeds pick up the win here in just around 8 minutes. Pretty good tag match here. I enjoy seeing the Creeds on television, and I enjoyed their grouping with Chad Gable. I think it's going to be good for everybody there. Things go a little sideways after the match. The Creeds and Gable looking to do a little more damage, and then of course the lights go down, the piano starts chiming, and here come the Wyatt Six. Caesar, what'd you think of the segment?
I don't know who of our boys mentioned it in the group chat, but it was basically like, what happened to Otis? It feels like before he was, this big name, and now he's just doing things here and there and jobbing. So it kind of sucks. As for the actual segment with the Creeds, it's about time they're having something done with them, rather than just hanging out and catering with Ivy or some basic ass shit. We'll say it. To see them in this situation is going to be interesting, because the ultimate question you got to ask yourself is, how do you do this next week on Monday, and not just have be like a, dare we call it a squash? Because the Wyatts are going to go over, but it's like, how do you do it properly and very Wyatt-esque? Like, that was amazing when I was watching that.
The beatdown was great, but do you think that the Wyatt Six will lose any of their mystique as an act, being in a traditional match next week?
Maybe a little bit. Maybe a little.
I think that tonight, the idea of these three getting in the ring and getting physical like that is just give you a taste of the kind of normal wrestling you're going to be seeing from them. Next week, they're going to be doing double team moves and references to Bray. You notice they all did the Uranagis together. That's the Bray Wyatt move.
Yep.
It'll be a lot of that. But like you said, they're very open about these being normal people who are acting weird. So I don't think you should expect them to use magic powers next week.
Oh God,
I'm glad. I've been very glad that they've not used unexplainable magic during these segments. I think that's I'm proud of them for having the wherewithal to continue to do that. No one's teleported.
The Undertaker and Kane took their secrets with them.
Yeah,
good. No one needs to be throwing lightning at people anymore.
I mean, that would be hilarious to see it once in a while, but
okay, that's fair.
My only question is, like, when they go to the ring, they take off the look, like the masks, but are they going to be like dressed like that, or are they going to wear actual wrestling attire?
I don't think we dress like that. I imagine.
I'm hoping they see like this because it'll keep the, as you say, the mystique. So if they took it off, it would be, oh look, here's Joe Goosey.
Yeah, I don't want to see him out there in tights, honestly.
That's what I'm saying. Like, this keeps their look going. It keeps it very, almost want to use the term Wyatt, and I guess creepy.
Yeah.
It's
a little spooky, a little more backwoods, you know.
I love Dexter Loomis's face in this picture.
I kind of dig the Loomis look too for this. I didn't think I wasn't expecting him to have dreads. I'll say that.
I hope he keeps doing his traditional like sliding across the ring, like on his fists. He used to do that. Would add to his character. It would definitely be spookier now. That's for sure. Oh, and then of course Eric with a big ass hammer, and then just Joe Gacy being right there. So we'll see how it goes next week. I'm excited. I hope everyone here is excited for that because that's a whole week away on Sci-Fi.
On Sci-Fi again, yeah. It's Raw was on Sci-Fi tonight.
I got lucky, and for us, it didn't change.
Yeah, we figured that because you watch.
You never know.
What do you watch Raw on up there?
Sportsnet,
yeah.
But I'm just saying, like, sometimes the odd time they switch as you guys do. Like, if you guys switch, we switch. But we got lucky and stayed on the same thing. Thank goodness, because I got the whole membership and everything set up. So worth it, especially during the playoff season. You can switch back and forth.
Right on.
One screen sports wrestling. Let's go. But anyways,
moving on from there, our next Judgment Day segment, backstage.
Are we on number 4 out of 100?
I think so. Yeah, thereabouts. Dom. Backstage, Dom was asking if the match was booked against Sammy, and Carlito said he thought that Dom wanted to wrestle Sammy, so that was what's happening. So that cleared, and Sammy was, Jesus Christ. Starting over. Backstage.
You good?
Dom was asking Carlito if he got the match set up with Sami Zayn. Carlito, having misunderstood, got Dominic a match with Sami Zayn. Dominic was unhappy about this, but said, hey, that frees up Carlito to take out Jey Uso tonight, so go make that happen.
I hate that picture.
That took me longer to get out than I wanted it to, guys. I apologize. Quarter after midnight, guys. Yes, it is. Quarter after midnight here. Monday's
it's quarter after tomorrow.
That's right. It is tomorrow here. But from there, we go to our next match on the card. We have Sheamus taking on Big Bronson Reed, the meat on it.
Dare I say that, like, and if Max shows up, he's going to throw a rock at me, but I can't get behind this whole Bronson Reed push or whatever this is called.
This isn't a push. It's him getting a win as a backdrop in someone else's feud.
No, but I'm just saying, like, no matter what they're doing, I'm like, I can't vibe with it. I can't get with it. I don't care if it's a win, a loss, push, or anything.
Reed picks up the win here.
Yeah,
in 10 minutes.
Surprisingly too much.
Hornswoggle Pete Dunne pops up with a shillelagh and shellacks Sheamus with a shillelagh. Shellacks Sheamus with a shillelagh is really hard to say. But that's what he did. And Bronson Reed picks up the win here. Like I said, like Reed finally gets a win, but
it's like to know
it's inconsequential. It's a like I said, it's a backdrop. It doesn't matter. Like it's not about him.
It's to be Canadian about this. It's like diving off a diving board into a pond in the middle of winter. You're gonna hit, but that's it. That's gonna happen. You're just gonna smack. And that's what Bronson. No, it's not a thing.
It's not. So you could have had me convinced that was a real Canadian.
Well, if you want a real Canadian thing, actually, give you a short version, actually is every winter we do this thing called the it's called like the Kabodi Pond kind of like a thing, where everyone goes sprinting into the lake as like a fundraiser or some crap like that, or like a contest. I can't remember which one it is. And people go full send into this one lake in our area when it's like 10 or -10, or I guess for you guys like 30 degrees Fahrenheit. Isn't 40 degrees like zero for you guys? I'm pretty 32. Sure. Okay, but like
your zeros are 32.
Yeah, so lower than 32 basically. So like 24 kind of thing. Like, and people do it. Yeah, people do it. They get videos of their friends doing it, and they just have fun with it. So that's actually a thing we do in our area. You guys don't know I'm Canadian.
Very chilly. But after there, we had a vignette, one of many vignettes this evening, as it was the go home edition of Raw heading into SummerSlam. But we had a vignette with Damian Priest. This was fantastic. I thought, again, like the last few weeks, like I said, Raw's been a little rough to get through, but Damian Priest has been doing some of the best character work.
It's so bad because you said it last week. He's basically getting fed to Gunther.
Yeah.
But who knows? Maybe in some weird universe, Damian comes through. I don't know how you would do it.
No, but hopefully, like this like change of character will be enough to carry him through momentum wise to something past this.
Is it weird to say that I can actually tolerate Damian right now?
He's been very good the last few weeks. Like this babyface character, he's been showing real fire, real passion. It's been very good.
There are times that he feels like he's, how do you want to call it? It's like, I wouldn't say he's forgotten his line, but like he's trying to process what to say. Like not censor himself, but like he'll go to say something and there's like a second where he goes, you know what? I'll say this instead. So you can almost connect more with him now compared to before where it's like, oh, I'll rise real campion. Now it's just like, hey, I'm Damian.
Coming across much more natural.
More connecting
for himself here. Yeah, it's been very good, very good.
Dare we say less cringe?
Zero cringe, all aura, no cap.
I'm gonna test your wife and tell her you just said that.
Go ahead.
He'd be like,
our 14-year-old told me I'm not supposed to use Gen Z slang anymore.
No, you gotta walk up to that one and just say a whole lot of Gen Z slang just to freak them out.
I texted him once that the bananas in the kitchen were showing that they had Ohio Riz. Ohio Riz, yeah.
Get out.
I live here, Caesar. I can't get out.
You said Riz though. Like it just sounds weird.
He gets mad when I say Riz.
What's next? Is John gonna pop in and say no cap? That was fire. Is that what's gonna happen next?
For real, dead ass on God.
I haven't worn a cap in like 7-8 years. Oh shit.
Well, no, I just wanted to say no cap. That was fire. It's not even like Gen Z slang. That's repurposed ghetto slang. Like I was talking like that when I was.
I never said no cap growing up. I said fire, but not
because you weren't born in the damn ghetto, Caesar.
I mean, ghetto in my area is like a block or two from my house.
That's literally outside.
Oh, we broke John.
Oh man. What were we talking about?
No caps.
Dead ass.
No, we're talking about like the Damian Priest situation, how he seems more organic and more realistic compared to before, and now he's just gonna get squashed by Gunther in like a 20-minute match.
That's a shame. And that's well, they'll put on a good match at least.
What if this is the chance for Finn to show up and screw Damian over out of the belt?
I mean, at least that gives him a little bit of an out, right?
Mm-hmm.
Oh no, go ahead. I didn't mean to interrupt you.
Oh, I was stifling a yawn anyway. I don't even know. Go ahead.
I was just gonna say I'll make a bold prediction and say Damian Priest will look like he could have beaten Gunther. It's not gonna be. He's not gonna get buried. It's not gonna be. He's not just getting passed over. He's gonna have a great performance, and it's gonna come to the point where he looks like he could have won before whatever occurs will occur. But I don't see him losing to Gunther cleanly. He's not gonna he's got too much momentum now.
And he gets pinned, doesn't tap, right? We're on that. He gets pinned,
yeah, he's definitely getting pinned. You know, I imagine a distraction or some kind of thing, and then Gunther just, you know, decapitates him as he does to people. Yeah. But there's my prediction for SummerSlam.
Oh my goodness, he predicted a match or an outcome.
I think it's fair. But all right, so after that, before our next match, we had another vignette. This time with Braun Breaker, and again, very good. Love these. Braun sounds great when he talks. Like, Braun's pretty much got everything he needs to be a main event star, except maybe the name theme. And a good theme. Yeah. But he sounded great on this. I love the way he kind of framed it, where that he blames himself for losing to Sami Zayn. He didn't take Sami Zayn seriously enough that first time, and that was on him. Rookie mistake. I like that.
So are you saying that, like, at the show, you could see Braun taking it?
Yeah. Sorry, I don't know I said it that way. Yes.
Yeah.
I do. I think Braun has a very good chance of beating Sami Zayn. I think Braun should beat Sami Zayn.
I don't see a good outcome if Braun loses, we'll say.
I don't think it's going to be great for Braun if he loses.
I feel like if he loses at this point, it's kind of like,
hurt him.
So what was the point of you coming up here?
Right. I mean, and it's, you know, they're in Cleveland. They're at the Brown Stadium, also known as, you know, the Doghouse, Dogbound. So there's going to be lots of barking in Cleveland anyway. It's a place for him to win it.
He needs to stop. He screwed up his running spear tonight, but it happens.
I'm curious to see if he'll come out in Brown's colors.
Why wouldn't he?
Barking and everything. Maybe bring a dog with him, you know. But from there, we are going into the next match on the card. We had main event Jey Uso wrestling a very reluctant Carlito. Jey picks up the win here in just about 8 minutes. Pretty straightforward match. It went 8 minutes, guys. It was nothing too exciting. You know, decent match, no drama. No one's taking, you know, any big chances right now, I guess. I don't know. What'd you think, Caesar?
Yeah, it felt very cushy. Like, it was like, cool, here's the quick filler match. It's got 2 big names. Let's do it. Let's get it over with. Next. So.
Yeah. All right, and that's what we're doing. Next, Jackie Redmond was backstage interviewing Zelina, asking about the condition of her arms. You know how that was feeling. She said it was feeling good. And during the course of this interview, she was approached by Zoey Stark, Shayna Baszler, and Sonya Deville.
With new hair.
She dyed her hair. And then they attacked. And they injured her arm there before referees can swarm in and stop the...
Can you imagine if we did that to our hair? Like split it down the middle and dyed it. Would you do that? If someone did that for you, I would. It'd be very interesting.
That's an anime reference, my friends. Do you watch My Hero Academia? If you watch My Hero Academia, you can wear your head red and white. And if not, you're a poser. So mind your business.
I was just talking about dyeing my hair, not about matching a show.
Mind your business.
Oh, man. Aggression. But yeah, so they swarmed her, beat her up, threw her against that really nice wood carved door. Should they be like risking potentially damaging something that looks that nice?
Oh, they got money. They'll just fix it.
I guess so, but it's a very nice door.
So, do we actually have a name for these 3 ladies? Or are they still going on to like joke names right now?
They were referred to on commentary as Deville's group at one point, but they have not been referred to by a actual collective name yet. No.
Yeah, it sucks. They need to have a name. It seems like a waste. That's like what? That's the third team now? Like the third team probably? No, second team.
There are too many teams without names.
And it sucks because you have to say the whole pile of names.
Yeah.
Like, it'd be stupid if we did that with DSR. Holy crap. Could you imagine that every stream John had to do that for us or something? No thanks.
That would be rough.
Yeah, exactly.
But, it's wordy as it would be. But from there, we had a ton of quick spots for the Great American Bash. 2-week event taking place the first part tomorrow night on Sci-Fi. Also, NXT is going to be on Sci-Fi this week too, guys. Get used to it for a couple weeks because the Olympics is going on. But coming back from the commercial break, they showed the quick replay of Zelina getting attacked, and then showed Katana Chance, Kayden Carter, and Lyra Valkyria checking up on her. From there, Kathy Kelly was, you know how I feel about this association. From there, we had Miss Kathy Kelly interviewing The Miz out in the parking garage, and they found the way to work Cleveland's own The Miz onto the show. He will be hosting SummerSlam, which this
if you want to watch even more.
Truth. This confused our truth as he's like, oh, it's going to be in your house, Cleveland. He's like, no, our truth. Like, it's my house, Cleveland. And then there was a lot of confusion about whether or not The Miz will be bringing hors d'oeuvres. It sounds like The Miz will be bringing hors d'oeuvres. I look forward to that.
I never actually had an hors d'oeuvre.
It's just a small thing of food season.
I figured that.
Lots of things can be an hors d'oeuvre.
Okay, so it's a fancy term, basically, you're saying.
It's French. You speak French.
Yeah, I speak French. I don't use that crap. But anyways, I speak it. I don't do it.
Like hors d'oeuvres. All right.
Hors d'oeuvres.
So after that, we had a quick video package of the WWE tour of Japan that took place over the weekend.
Dude, I got one thing to say about that whole Japan tour. At one point, my Twitter feed was just straight up like a fan page for Io Sky.
Well,
Like, I'm not against it. I thought it was epic, but there was like a picture that someone shared, and it was like her coming through the entrance, and yeah, she had her like mask on with her giant coat. Looked fire. Looked super epic. So, kudos to whoever posted that picture of her. Like, and as for the tour, look who's on the apron. Is she back soon?
I hope. I missed Asuka.
Even if she's not wrestling, it'd be cool to see her back at least. Like, I know she's was like a knee injury.
I think so. Yeah.
Ugh, that's gotta suck.
She'll be back. The Empress of Tomorrow will be back at some point.
Tomorrow.
Not tomorrow, but sometime soon. Xavier Woods finally getting his one-on-one match with Karrion Kross,
Who still has me blocked on Twitter.
and Paul Ellering and AOP. Because
was it a 5-on-1?
People with you, yeah, right.
Wait, is that how I should do it now? You should have like 10 people behind you when we're on stream. I'll go pay some people to hang out with me.
Okay. Karrion Kross wins the match in 7 minutes after a final prayer. That's right. I know the name.
Yeah, I prayed for the match to end.
Yeah. The
No.
match wasn't awful. I feel like they only booked Karrion Kross to win because Jesse Ventura was in the building tonight. And Karrion Kross does such a great Jesse Ventura impression. They couldn't have.
Wait, that was Karrion Kross? I thought it was Jesse Ventura in the ring.
Much rather would have seen Jesse Ventura in the
ring. I would have rather them skip this match by accident.
Oh.
I mean, Karrion's got me blocked, so I'm gonna be a dick about it.
I know you're gonna rail him because, but yeah, it's guys. This angle hasn't been great.
I had dinner, so I was happy.
There you go.
That's the only reason I stayed watching the show, because I had dinner. If it wasn't for that, I would have split.
I like Xavier Woods. I like Xavier Woods.
I like it. I love
going all the way back to Consequences Creed, which I thought was
TNA. If I'm not mistaken, right?
What? Yeah,
that was TNA, right? Okay.
Yeah, with the very short-lived tag team with him and R-Truth and Consequences.
Oh, that must have been fire.
Yeah, very short-lived. But like he's a great wrestler. He's a fun personality, and he really, no one needs to be stuck down into the whirlpool of feuding with the Final Testament.
Except CJ.
CJ doesn't want to feud with the Final Testament. He just wants them off TV.
Dude, I would rather watch CJ stop Karrion Kross than see a Karrion Kross match. But anyways, no.
Speaking of Jesse Ventura, after that match, they did show the little video package of him arriving and hugging Triple H. So just
kind of
hanging out there.
Kind of a weird question. So how do you say it? Ventura or Ventura?
I'd say both. It depends.
Okay, because like I heard people saying the same throughout the night, and then I heard or I said it myself, and I'm like, is it Ventura or Ventura? But I say Ventura. I know that's a weird thing to point out there, but I had to.
I'm concentrating on it too much now, and I'm not sure what's the natural way for that I say it.
Well, in that movie, in the 90s, that came out with Jim Carrey, we said Ace Ventura.
I did say Ace Ventura for that.
Yeah.
Or like Ventura Boulevard. But it's I don't know.
And then when I was younger and I heard about Jesse, people say Jesse the Body Ventura. So that's why I'm more leaning that way. But tell us what you think, folks, in the chat. Help us discuss this.
Tomato.
Tora.
We had Jackie Redmond interviewing Sami Zayn backstage ahead of his match with Dominic Mysterio. He said that, Braun underestimated him and he won't do that again. Just setting up for the match Saturday. Like I said, I really, really hope that Braun gets the win on Saturday.
Like we said earlier, folks, and I'm going to sound like a broken record, but I'll say it so Tyler can have his quick sippy sip here. If Braun wins, that it looks good. It pushes him. It gives him something. Sami loses. It doesn't really kill him. It just puts him off to the side, lets him have his time to, dare we say, just be Sami off screen. If Sami wins, what does it do? If Braun loses, it almost basically says, listen, bud, it's been fun, but bye. So, all in all, Braun's got to get it. That's just like his shirt says, yes. That's all it's got to be.
Gotta be Braun, guys. Gotta be Braun. So after that, but before Sami's match, a vignette aired. Again, word of the night.
First one.
Yet, Liv Morgan burning photos of Dom, t-shirts of Dom's.
Burning Dom.
She did not burn Dom. All in front of Dom's face, though, which was on the trailer behind them. Cool vignette. Very good. Liv seemed just completely unhinged here, which is what you would expect to go for.
Just to clarify, guys. Just to clarify, she's upset.
A little bit. Hell hath no fury, as it would be. She is she is quite angry. But moving from
she needs the Snickers.
She needs the Snickers?
Yeah.
How about right?
You're not you when you're angry. You're hungry.
But her former lover, Dominic Mysterio, taking on Sami Zayn next. Sami picks up the win via disqualification here in 9 minutes when McDonough and Carlito just jump him.
My favorite line was something I think Cole said. It was something like, it might be turning into a 3-on-1. I'm like, might? I'm not an expert here, but there's
Uso ran down to make the save.
Yeah, later on, but I'm saying at first it was like, no shit, Sherlock, 3-on-1. But yeah, also I had a question, unless I missed the moment. Why was Jay laying at ringside like laid out? I must have missed something. Because when Braun left, Jay was like on the side, on the outside, just laying there. I don't think I saw. I mean, I could have missed it. I will admit to it. But right here, right there. But I don't remember seeing him getting smacked or anything. So I'm like, again,
just the aura of Braun Breaker running towards the ring is enough to knock some people down.
At least we didn't see Braun Strowman running.
I've never seen Braun Strowman run.
Okay, stumble. Is that better?
I've seen him try to move quickly and
it was like a wall safe.
Oh, geez.
My coworker actually is as fast as a wall safe. I've told her that too.
That's so mean.
Hey, she starts to fire. I just make it burn bigger.
Oh my god. But after that, we had, if you can believe it, another vignette.
You said it was the first of the night, right?
Yeah, thereabouts. This one was another VHS tape.
Oh no! If it's the Wyatt's one, that's different.
You mean into the big Bronson?
Yeah,
Reed?
Get it right there, Mac. God,
where's Bronson Reed? Body is a Weapon podcast.
Oh God, I could make a joke, but I'll save it for after.
Oh, you probably should. But we had our next VHS tape, which they've kind of just, I guess, given up on the VHS being delivered to anyone.
Did you clarify what a VHS is, first of all?
They know at this point. But this one was for Dexter Loomis. Again, just
Rob
like
Zombie.
last week, right? Just like last week, didn't go in quite into the same detail as Rowan's or Bo's, but that's to be understood here.
I actually like how they did this one because it adds to the mystique with Loomis because we've never really heard him talk.
He doesn't talk a lot. Triple H doesn't really like to let him talk. Triple H loves him some Dexter Loomis, but he doesn't really like to let him talk.
His character's aura has always been that, like, you look at him and you kind of want to back away, like not like grossed out, like you're just like, what the. So
he's very menacing,
but it adds so much to it. So yeah, good job, Trips. We'll give you that one. What was cool was the overdubbed and underdubbed and affected voice in this video. So that was a cool little trick. My question is what's going to happen with Nikki.
Great.
Oh, they're super amazing. Like, I'm not wearing a hat, but if I was, I'd say I'd take my hat off to you guys.
Tip of the headphone.
Yeah.
There you go.
But I'm just curious now because they've done, they're on 4 out of 5. So next comes Nikki. I wonder what they're going to do. That'll be interesting. So
I can't get over the dreads. Like, I wasn't ready for that.
That's probably what we want. They wanted is like you wouldn't expect to see, of all people. Like I couldn't see Loomis or Gacy doing this. I couldn't see Rowan doing it. Rowan would be just, I don't know how to feel about that one.
Okay, so if anybody out there wants to Photoshop a picture of Image Rowan with dreads, I would like to see that. But
or Gacy.
Yeah.
Both of them. That'd be something.
Yeah. But backstage, we had Gable and the Creeds complaining to Pearce. Gable once again saying that he has figured out the identities of the rest of the Wyatt Six, Eric Rowan, Joe Gacy.
Hey, Chad, want to figure out who stole my paycheck every week?
Right. And this is when they set up the 6-man tag.
Chad Gobble.
Next week. So we'll see how that goes next week.
It's Chad Gobble and the Cred Brothers.
Chad Gobble and the Cred Brothers?
Yeah. That one guy in the front row is so attentive in the background there. The motion on Gable's face in that slap. I hope someone on the internet has the video of this, but like slowed down to like insanely slow. Just to watch her hand connect and then his whole face like reverberate. Yeah, I know big words.
So there was a quick little ad spot for the Pat McAfee show DLC for 2K.
Yeah, I know. I saw that. Pat, stick to your show and stick to being an announcer.
Yeah, he kind of talked about the controversy of comments coming out of, that, so whatever.
Hey, look, it's Booby Rude.
I love Booby Rude.
I miss I loved his theme. So
the glorious theme. Like I said, it was. And unfortunately, though, that was the best part of that character because at the time, the entrance was glorious, but his matches were laborious. So
sign up now for Tyler jokes.
I've been saying that one for years, not gonna lie.
Or better yet, follow him at The Pro Wrestling Hipster on Facebook.
Thanks, Caesar. Yeah, that's what you guys do.
Yeet!
Oh,
Anyways,
God.
That was perfectly timed.
All right, so before the 6-woman tag, we had a vignette.
Which one are we on now?
This is the Rhea Ripley responding to Liv Morgan vignette. Very good here. Again, all of these are good. I love it, but man, like, this is an awful lot of them for one show. I understand that it's the go-home show, but you could have spread some of these out a little bit more over the last couple weeks as opposed to just jamming it all.
Or better yet, just don't. Like, they can flash this crap over and over.
I like the vignettes. I like vignettes, but like,
no,
this
but
is
like,
too many ones.
Just no, I'm saying like don't do so many, but I agree with like do them in a spread it out way. Spread it out way.
All right, so the last match that we will be discussing tonight on the Monday Night Raw post-show rewind is
Tertiary Radio.
Radio. Lyra Valkyria teaming with Kayden Carter and Katana Chance, taking on Sonya Deville, Zoey Stark, and Shayna Baszler.
I got a beef with Lyra's entrance tonight.
Woo! Not enough people doing the woo for you.
Well, no. Pat was so pumped to do it, and then she's like 5-4. I'm like, oh my god.
Woo!
No, it was so stupid because like her entrance, like that whole like the woo, the thing, all that shit, is so her. And then again, like I said, all of a sudden she started doing the party girl thing, and I was like, oh, I'm on Tyler's team now.
Yeah, so they. I need her away from Carter and Chance. Carter and Chance
they're cool, but
they're just not clicking on the main roster. I don't know what's going on with that.
They're
if they
clicking.
Maybe fall back down for a little bit to NXT, maybe figure something out. I don't know. But this isn't helping Lyra. The association with them is not going to aid Lyra. And again, they're good wrestlers. I've said good things. They're a lot of fun to watch in the ring. They have some amazing tandem moves.
They need a freaking name.
Well, that's true too.
I don't care who you are. If you say they don't, you should sit down and reevaluate things.
Yeah. But Baszler, Stark, and Deville get the win in just around 8 minutes. After the match, Damage Control charges down to the ring. And
is it bad that I heard their theme go off and I had no idea who it was?
You didn't know it was Damage Control? It's one of the ones.
There's so many theme songs that just sound very flat when they come out. So that's thanks to certain people.
It's no, their theme song as Damage Control isn't as good as just like Sky's solo.
Oh, I love her theme song. I love that theme song. Ever since the Japan tour, it's got stuck in my head and I hate it. But yeah,
it's a blast. No, Mac, I'm not saying bad things about Lyra. No. I'm saying bad things about
the team,
Carter and Chance, and her being like stuck with them right now. It's not helping her. Lyra just, she's better than that. I was very happy with Lyra's booking up to that point.
And NXT.
Not just in NXT. I mean, on the main roster, even her losses to me made sense because it's like, okay, they're slow building her up, and
it's not just like
what they're doing with her now.
It's not just like it's an automatic L; it's an actual L for a reason. So you're saying
exactly.
And now sports.
This is all sports.
I know.
But the 6-woman tag match itself was really good. I enjoyed it. Like I said, the in-ring stuff with Carter Chance is not problematic at all. It's just that the characters aren't clicking with the audience. They need to try something else. I don't know what.
Somebody in like the top nosebleed somewhere screaming in excitement for Kayden and Katana. I know it sounds mean, but that's true.
But Caesarman, anything else on the 6-woman tag tonight?
I'm super down to see these 6 women go in an actual match.
Yeah.
But we need a name for them. Chat, if you got any ideas for the Sonya Deville collection or whatever they're calling themselves, throw them in the chat. I want to see what you guys have to say.
I've seen the stud line being kicked around on the interwebs quite a bit.
I would rather something super generic than like don't say like Sonya Deville's Angels or something like that, or like the Deville Sisters or something. I don't know. Putting someone's name in there as like the lead of it just sounds kind of, I don't know, just tacky.
I agree with that. I agree.
So,
but anything else on that match?
For it. Again, I'm curious to see how that 1v1 next week happens with Deville and Kai. I feel like it's going to escalate into like a 6-woman match though somehow.
Oh yeah, without question, and it has to. It's designed that way.
I mean, I'm glad they're not pushing it on the pre-show, but you never know though.
Yeah, give it time to build a little bit. They can get some mileage out of this.
It would be more appropriate to be on the pre-show versus a one-on-one on the main card. Let's go with that.
Yeah, agreed.
So yeah, I'll be interested. I'll see where this goes. We'll see what the machine's called.
Was there anything on Raw this evening that we have not touched on that you wanted to bring up before we hop into our jobbers and megastars of the night?
Nothing I can think of. I think we got through everything. I'm just trying to, I don't have caffeine in my system, so.
Right. And hey guys, FYI, sisters, Jesus.
Were they in the 80s?
FYI, it did just start storming quite profusely here outside. So if I disappear, it might be because the internet gets crazy. I just saw a bunch of lightning flash. But
wrap this up like a dead body.
Before we talk about our jobbers and megastars of the night, I would like to give a shout out to one of our sponsors out there, Monk.com. Monk.com for all your aromatherapy needs. Check it out, Monk.com. DSR10. Caesar DSR10. It will get folks 10% off their order over there at Monk.com.
Monk.com.
Go check that out. Monk.com. Aromatherapy Caesars. Get you some. But we're going to talk now about the Dirt Sheet Radio Jobber of the Night.
Jobber.
You know, I had several people that I wanted to slate into this, and I'm torn. But I'm going to go with Karrion Kross.
Ah, you bitch.
Are you also on the Karrion?
Until he unblocks me, he's like gonna be like the top 10 people are jobbers for me. I won't put him as the every week jobber, but still.
No reaction whatsoever. This feud is garbage. It's not a good angle. He is boring to watch in the ring. It doesn't click. I don't know how they fix him at this point. Like, other than just going away for a while, I don't know what there is to fix.
The one way he could get over is if like AOP completely destroyed him and like put him to a table, set him on fire, because then everyone would be like feeling bad for him. And then he comes back and like,
I don't think they would, Ether. Would you feel bad for him?
Oh hell no.
Well, there you go.
I'm just saying some might feel bad for him, but that's like the only way you could get someone over is like get them completely destroyed by their teammates, let them disappear, and then come back, you know, like a few months down the road going, you know, big feud, 1-on-1, 2-on-2, and so forth. So yeah, I'm sorry, but that's I gotta go with you on this one. Karrion's, I've seen pieces of cardboard that are more exciting.
Oh yeah.
I've seen flat streets that were just paved that were more exciting. Yeah,
that's like one of the meanest things a Canadian can say, y'all.
Sorry, buddy. Actually, not for you. Sorry, not sorry, or not actually sorry. Definitely not sorry.
Oh man, but yeah, we'll hop from our dual selection of him to the megastar of the night. Who do you have, man, as the megastar of the night for July the 29th, 2020?
I'm a little bit of like I wouldn't call it like a torn situation, but it's kind of like two different situations because they're for two different matches. On one side, I want to say how Gunther is being set up going into SummerSlam. Like, it's the vignettes have been something. I hope they give him some big wild entrance at SummerSlam. But on the other side of the spectrum, I'm excited for the whole Drew, CM Punk, Rollins situation because there are way too many ways they could go with that thing. It could be anything from Rollins cost Punk pins Drew gets screwed by some mutter factor and so forth. We don't know. And that's what's going to be exciting to see what happens this Saturday. We'll have on Peacock and Sportsnet Plus.
It's like they're paying you.
I wish.
Damn.
But anyways, to the pro wrestling hipster. What do you think? Who do you have?
I went with Damian Priest. I did.
Let's hear this.
I think I had him last week as well, if I recall. But
who cares? If it's for a reason, it's the reason.
I love how he's been acting the last couple of weeks. His character's been spot on. I believe in him. I want him to win. I know it's not going to happen, but like I believe in his character at this point.
You could almost. This is going to sound stupid, but you can almost say that Damian doesn't look like a bitch.
Right.
Like, he actually looks like a believable champion.
I wish he'd been this way the whole time, and it's very unfortunate that 3 weeks shy of him losing that belt to Gunther, he's getting this kind of character momentum. But I think it was great tonight. And
was it last week? Last week when he was it was him, Dom, and Jay, and he was acting like, dude, you screwed up kind of acting too with like them talking as a group. That was such a cool vibe to see. But hopefully they do something properly post SummerSlam that keeps his momentum going.
Yeah, it's a complex feud between he and Punk over there.
Don't worry, Mac. Don't worry. The match will go one way. Punk will leave, and then he'll go backstage, and like someone will bump into him, and they'll get sued. Watch.
Bada boom.
Or like someone will spill his diet soda and then be fired.
But folks, that is
diet sodas. But anyways,
that is Monday
I tried
Night
drinking
Raw.
one time. Got chest pains.
That's weird, man. I don't know what to tell you.
It is not Coke Zeros though.
That's Monday Night Raw in a nutshell, folks.
Go home Monday Night
our
Raw.
mega stars, the Go Home show. We've got one more show before SummerSlam Friday night, of course, the SmackDown. But folks, before we hop off here, I just want to let you know, if you enjoyed the programming you saw here tonight, if you enjoyed what you saw, we're not just here for Monday nights for Raw. We're here every night, baby. We're here for Tuesday nights for NXT.
Let's go.
Wednesday nights for Dynamite. Thursday nights were built for TNA Impact, and of course Fridays for SmackDown. And hey, if you are up late on Wednesday nights, you can check out live the DSR flagship. But if you're like me,
the flagship,
early, get it Thursday mornings when it's posted, y'all. But the DSR flagship also on Sundays on part of the DSR family. CJ and Tyler's Level Up Adventure. We had our second episode this past week. Lots of fun. Looking forward to doing that again this weekend. Lots of stuff going on this weekend. Of course, that SummerSlam is Saturday. The 3NT podcast also on Sundays. It doesn't stop. Wrestling doesn't stop, and neither do
best way to keep track is to follow the page, Dirt Sheet Radio.
We're omnipresent, y'all. Caesar, man, before we go, let the folks know where they can find you. Not physically your location, but where on the internet they can find you.
I was going to use my VPN to keep myself hidden.
There you
use
go.
the code DSR. As always, guys, I'm hanging out with this gentleman to your left, or as my right, we'll say. And normally John and CJ here on the Monday Night Raw podcast. And then as always on the Dynamite with John as well. And Neek, quality unique content every Wednesday on Dynamite. And as you can see, my social media handle is at NoobTube. As on the socials, there's too many to name, so I'm not going to say them all. But what I will say is that man right there is the pro wrestling hipster, and he'll take it away from here. Go for it.
That's right. That is me. And you can see me here every Monday night with Caesar and John and CJ. Shout out to CJ who couldn't make it tonight. Hopefully he can make it tomorrow night for NXT. I'm here for Tuesday nights for NXT. I will be here for SummerSlam this weekend. Really looking forward to that. It's gonna be a lot of fun. And of course, the Level Up Adventure will continue this weekend as well.
So tomorrow, I'll give an NXT question before we go. Mm-hmm. What are you looking forward to tomorrow for night one of the NXT Great American Match?
The anxiety's flaring because tomorrow night, it's Tuesday Night Roxy. My girl Roxanne Perez defending her NXT Championship against Thea Hale of Chase U, who I absolutely adore, and I don't know what I'm going to do. I don't know. My heart, my soul, they're conflicting. They're fighting.
You're going to do right.
I'm going to watch it, and I'm going to enjoy the match.
I was going to say you're going to discuss it tomorrow live here on Dirt Sheet Radio with everybody else. That's what you're going to do.
That too. So I feel like no matter what the outcome of that match is, I'm going to feel.
You sound like such a dad. I love both of you, no matter what.
I don't want them to fight like this. It's awful. But I'm really looking forward.
Remember, you love both of them equally. So, yeah, we'll see how tomorrow goes.
And on Facebook, guys, find me on Facebook. I don't really do socials anywhere else. The Pro Wrestling Hipster on Facebook. So I'm there, guys. But I'm also here with Dirt Sheet Radio all the time. We love it. But guys, we really, 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 really appreciate you guys tuning in live tonight. And we hope to see you back live tomorrow night. And we'll see you next week again for Raw. Have a wonderful night, everybody. Yeet.